Hey guys, welcome to hashtag the Blue Mic English Edition, your independent favorites. This is an initiative by Big FM and Hangama Artists Aloud. I'm RJ Bob, and with me today, I'm very happy to have singer-songwriter Ankit Shrestha. Hi Ankit, welcome to hashtag the Blue Mic.
Thanks for having me, Bob.
Pleasure to have you. Okay, Ankit, let's first begin with introductions. We know in Nepal from where you are, from where you had originally come from. Well, everyone knows you, but maybe probably not everyone in India would know you. Or so, would you care for a little bit of introductions?
Yeah, so I'm from Kathmandu, Nepal originally, and I've lived in the US, in New York for some years, and right now I'm in London. I just moved here recently, so yeah.
So, tell us a bit about your music.
I do mostly like singer-songwriter, indie kind of stuff. I've had few singles and albums out. We recently released a new single, Dust and Bones. I would say singer-songwriter, definitely. And I try to, like, as an artist, I try to evolve with and experiment with different genres as well. I think whenever I was starting out, it was just mostly me and my guitar, so it was like mostly acoustic. I guess singer songwriter indie would be it's what.
Perfect. Okay. So you just mentioned that you just released Dust and Bones, right? So tell us a little bit about this single that you just released.
Yeah, so Dust and Bones is actually one of the songs that I wrote. It was a while ago. It was back in 2017, when I just graduated from school. It was during, like, when I wrote some of the songs like Yadharu and Anginti Atma. It was like those that time. So I guess the song kind of evolved. At first it was just like guitar and vocals, and then we also did like a live session version for the song. And then it was only last year that I thought maybe I should do like a studio version with more production and add other instruments as well. So we had a lot of collaborators, like for drums, and we had double bass, cello, and that kind of stuff. So I guess all of the songs that I wrote during that time, it was pretty much about revolving around themes like being kind of fearful of the future, because at that time I was like graduating from school and trying to move out the city, and it was just this weird phase. So I guess it was about also being hopeful, kind of about that, I guess. And after 6 years, like, we finally released the song last month, so it's out.
So I think it's good that you already have your guitar there with you. So can we listen to a song from you? Can you tell us, about the song that you're gonna sing now for us?
First one is called "Oh Love." It's a song about just as I told you, also like similar theme with Dust and Bones, about being fearful of the future and trying to find the light, kind of, I guess. So yeah, this one's called "Oh Love." She's too young to know the wind, whirlwind and broken wings. Takes a look towards heaven, while up in circles they fly. She was raising walls within, on tangled twigs on tallest trees. Branches slowly fell like rain. Should I stay or should I leave? Oh Lord, what have you done? You could have flown away into the sun. Oh Lord, what have you done? She looks away from the sun. to know the wind, whirlwind and broken wings. Takes a look towards heaven, while up in circles they fly, too afraid to leave the nest. Or maybe broken wings could fly, knowing the weather could get in her way. Or maybe she is the sky. Oh, what have you done? You could have flown away into the sun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was really something real nice,
Thank
Ankit.
you.
So, what were the things that you learned in your music education that have stayed with you, that have proved to be even useful nowadays to you?
I think ear training is one of the most useful things that I really learned. After ear training, I used to, if I heard a song, I'd be like, okay, like this, that's like the root note, and like he's singing like harmony in like a third, and like that kind of like music nerd kind of stuff. But I think ear training was one of the most important thing that I really learned. And also music theory and analyzing like classical composers, just like voicings, which is I think really important in music. Yeah, stuff like that really. But I mean, even till now, I don't really sit down and try to be like, okay, I'm gonna write a song in a minor key, and I'm gonna write in like 1 5 4. I don't think like that. Even now, like these days when I write, it's just like me with the guitar and whatever sounds nice, I'll just kind of, if I like it, then I'll kind of record it on my phone. And after a while, I'll be like, okay, this is actually this chord, like this is this, I can analyze that, and now I'll know like why it's actually sounding good.
Great. So we know what a
Yeah.
musician goes through every time he hears a song. So if you just describe to us, you know, how a musician would listen to a song. So thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
so busking for 10 years, I mean, that is a long time. So what gave you the
Yeah.
idea to start busking?
So I went to the US, and like during the 3 months, I mean, you don't, there's nothing else to do except for like, maybe some people work and that kind of stuff. But I went to Ocean City with, actually, one of my friend asked me to come to Ocean City, and he was like, oh, we can just play there, like busk. But he didn't come. So I was there by myself, and I just met few other mutual like friend there, and I wanted to get a job, so I went there to get a job. But instead, I saw this guy playing on the street, and I asked him like, what do I need to do in order to like busk and stuff. And back then, you didn't even need a license, so I could just go out on the street and play in Ocean City. And then, yeah, 2013 summer, I just so for a few days it was just me and the guitar, trying to sing like really loud. But after a few times, I realized I'll need a speaker and a microphone to actually, in order to people to get some traction. So I bought. Actually, my cousin bought me a guitar. I mean, a guitar amp and a mic, because I didn't even have the money to buy a microphone and a amp. So she bought me the amp and the mic, and next day, like, I just went, and it turned out really good. And for 2 months, like that summer is like, I played for 8 hours a day straight. Like, I used to play 6 hours on the street and play 2 hours in this like hookah bar. So 8 hours a day for 2 months, I played. I was just excited, you know. I was like, oh, you can just make money. You can like play music on the street. I was just so excited, and yeah.
So you released your first album, Fingers and Fables, in 2015. So how do you look back
Yeah.
at that release? You know, now 8 years have gone by.
That album was just me trying to record with like I got my guitar and I borrowed a mic and a laptop from my friend, and we just experiment, like we were just trying to record, but we had no idea like how to record at all. And also it was, so I was busking as well, and I wanted a CD, and I didn't know any producers, or like I didn't have any money, so I just pretty much, it was just me and a friend trying to record, and we had no idea how to record. You know, but one of the songs, I think my music teacher, he kind of produced it for me, one of the songs, but like other four we recorded ourselves. Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, it was nice. Just like experimenting with recording and stuff.
Yeah, you also had you know, a some Nepali songs in that album also. So what was your, you know, what was your idea? What was the decision to sing in your mother tongue?
I always wanted to, like, at first when I was starting as a singer songwriter, I always wanted to do just like English songs, because that's what my influences were, mostly like listening to English songs. So I guess English songs came naturally. But after, I think that so that in that album there's one song called Katha, which means a story, and it's a song I wrote for my grandmom, who passed away that year. So it just felt natural to sing in Nepali in that song, you know, because you wouldn't. I don't know. It just felt natural to sing.
So anyway, so it was the, you know, the second album, your second album, Kathmandu Saharma, that really
Yeah.
established you as, you know, a star in Nepal. So how did it make you feel to be so accepted by your own community?
It felt good that, you know, people were actually listening to my songs, like especially in Kathmandu and like in Nepal, and also like all over the world with like Nepali diaspora. I guess it felt good that I think the first song that I released was not the first but the second, the underwater song, where I play like a percussive guitar, kind of like a lap tapping thing, and that actually reached a lot of people as well, because people, I guess they hadn't seen someone play a guitar like that. So that song, I got introduced to the Nepali audience. So it felt good, yeah.
So I guess we can listen to another song from you. Tell us about the song that you're gonna sing.
I'm gonna play a song called Sullen Shade. It's an English song. It just talks about again being hopeful, I guess. Yeah, it's called Sullen Shade. Leave all your fears behind. I'll be your sullen shade. The things we've left behind, vignettes that never fade. And I won't wake you up from your slumber. And oh, is over. Leave all your fears behind. I'll be your soul and shame. And things we've left behind. Vineyards that never fade. And I won't wake you up from your slumber. And only when all of this is over.
Well done. Lovely. So, Ankit, well, another one of your highlights in your music career is playing at a Fast Company Music Festival. Now, I think this is kind of a big festival because, there would be speakers like Drew Barrymore, Idris Elba, like names that we all know. So tell us about this, this wonderful, this fantastic experience of yours.
Yeah, so it's a festival. They do it every year in New York, and this was during the pandemic, so it was the festival was not in person, so it was just like all online because of the pandemic. But yeah, I just got approached by someone who works with Fast Company, and when I was busking, and he asked me if he was looking for someone like street performers, I guess, and like local artists. So they had a crew and everything with big cameras and mics and stuff. There were a lot of people, so we took two videos of me busking, and yeah, it was good to be just featured in that festival with a lot of like great artists and like musicians and all that.
You're already a big star in Nepal, if I may say so. Well, are you looking to?
Yeah,
I know you're
not a
kind of
big.
modest. I know. Yeah, okay. So you're somewhat a star. Videos getting millions of views, and but now you're looking forward to getting a breakthrough in India. So, what are your plans, and what expectations you have from this country, from India?
Yeah, I mean, I met I'm working with my manager Ryuk. He's from India as well, and he actually saw me playing in Central Park in New York, and our plan was to introduce my music to the Indian music community as well, because it's such a huge community and it's growing so much. So many great artists, like indie artists as well, coming from India, and a lot of these days, like a lot of international artists. I mean, they used to come before as well, but now I think it's really, the industry is booming. I think. So we thought, it would be a good idea to introduce my music to the Indian music as well. So Indian community.
Okay, so I think before we move on to our next round of questions, I think we can listen to another song of yours. And you had said that you're gonna play, one Nepali song. So
All right. So this one's called Anaginti Atma, which means countless souls, I guess, and it's about moving to New York. It's about just moving to a new place. Like it's not only about moving to New York, but it's about moving to a new city or new country or whatever. Like so yeah, this one's called Anaginti Atma. ताराहरू यहाँ देख्नै गाह्रो जाडो महिना पनि कति साह्रो हो यहाँ म कहाँ छु अनगिन्ती आत्माहरू कुम्भिनमा म हराएका तर तिमीलाई कहीँ के चिन्ता छ र तर तिमी आफ्नै धुनमा रमाउने गर
Wow, that was really nice.
Thank you.
I just have to ask one thing. You sing in Hindi or you sing in a Nepali and English. Is there a difference in the kind of in the kind of the way you feel a song or the emotions that go through while you're singing in two different languages? Is there any difference or is it the same for you?
It's different. It's definitely different. It's hard to, I guess, if I write something in Nepali and it's hard to translate that into English because it wouldn't sound as good, I guess. Some things you just can't translate. I guess when I'm writing in Nepali, it's just like it's a different feeling. When I'm writing in Nepali, I try to write in more the way that I kind of talk in Nepali. So I try to write like that in Nepali, and whenever I'm doing English, it's different. So it's different, I guess. Can't really explain exactly what, but
So your single Dust and Bones is already out. So is this part of an
Yeah.
EP that you're working on?
No, it's not. It's actually, this was supposed to be a part of an album that I had. So from 2020, I released Yadharu, which is like, I released in 2020, and Dust and Bones. I think I released 10 or 11 songs. And all of these songs, I had written them around like 2017 to 2019, kind of. And it was supposed to be an album. Then I decided, I'll just release singles. So it was supposed to be a part of that. But so I mean, I'm working on new stuff. I'm in the pre-production phase, I guess. I'm trying to see which direction I can take the new songs that I have. So hopefully we'll have something soon.
Okay, I think we can listen to another song now. So what's it gonna be?
All right, this one's a new song called Winter. As I looked out the tainted window, I heard the stormy wind go up on a cold, snowy winter. In front of glass, the water dripping, I know you must be waiting for the sound of spring, like you always do. But remember me when the rain settled down, when the lights shine endlessly and the leaves grow out, when the birds on the branches whistle, and I'll close my eyes and listen. I'll watch the sunrise come again. woke up early, put on my sweater. Sunlight or cloudy weather, and a gentle breeze over my head. I shudder through Broadway, 65th. Or maybe it could be my glint of morning light, like you always are. Just remember me when the rain settles down, when the lights shine endlessly and the leaves grow out, when the birds on the branches whistle, and I'll close my eyes and listen. We'll watch the sunrise come again.
Wow, that
Thank you.
was really great. Wonderful. So, also wonderful talking to you here on a hashtag the Blue Mic. So, thank you so much, Ankit, for being here, for sharing your stories, sharing your songs with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.